So for programs that are undertaking this, right, that are
Yeah.
going to sit down with their handbook, that are going to go through, that are going to look at, what does this mean in the context of substance use? What do they have to look forward to? What are the
Um,
benefits?
so here's what's funny is after the first year of our project, well, I think we were 3 months in, and 3 or 6 months in, and I did a survey, right, to the advocates that worked in these programs. And oh my gosh, you would have thought that the world really was going to end, because most of them were like, this is horrible. I hate it. The shelter is filthy. It's nobody's doing chores. Oh my gosh, it's awful. It's awful. Okay. So fast forward to the end of that first year, and I did the survey again, and they're like, oh, yeah, shelter's not any dirtier or cleaner than it was before we started this, before we took mandatory chores away. For a while, people stopped coming to support groups, but when we asked people what they wanted and we changed some things around, yeah, the people who want to be there are there. The people who didn't want to be there to begin with don't have to come. There isn't any more or less substance use than before. So it was one of those things of like, it didn't really, the change that happened. So the problems that were there before, the problems were still the problems. What changed was the advocate's ability to be an advocate. So what I started then in that year end was what advocates were saying was, oh my gosh, I don't have to be the rules police anymore. I don't have to remember all these rules that I don't know how the survivor was supposed to remember, because I couldn't remember them all. I don't have to worry about it. Really, it was about like mandating people to do this. I could actually sit with somebody and we could talk and we could really connect. So, and then there was a comment on one that said, I was worried about reducing rules, but doing this has made me a better advocate. So it's hard. So I don't want to make this like, oh, it's just easy. It's a piece of cake, whatever. You're doing shelter work. It's never going to be a piece of cake, right? But to quote something I heard our CEO, Colleen Coble, say years ago, as hard as it is to do the direct service, to be an advocate, think about how hard it is to be the survivor. And so it's all perspective. It's all perspective. And this is not meant, when I say this, for anyone to go and quit their job, but I do want to assure everyone, direct service in shelter is not for everyone. It's okay. It's not a character flaw. It doesn't mean you're a bad person if you find that direct service isn't the work that you're supposed to do. You can be a part of this work, and you can be a part of this movement, and you can support it in so many other ways than working in a shelter. Mm-hmm. So I always say that, I always kind of feel like that folks that, I don't know, are able to make that direct service piece their thing for life, that is their life's calling. I think that, first of all, I think they have to have an amazing sense of humor, because you have to be able sometimes to laugh at some stuff that nobody else is ever going to understand, except unless you work in this field. You got to have, it's a little beyond a thick skin, but it is a thick skin too. It's like you can't let the little stuff really bother you. You got to find that group of people that support you as well. It's really, I have found over the years that I have a fairly small group of friends, and a lot of them really do this work. And I don't think that's by accident that I've created that support system for myself, because it is really hard sometimes to find people in the outside world that remotely understand what it is that we do. And that's okay. We don't actually need to be talking about our work all the time. It's okay to have other conversations, but I think it's hard sometimes for us to do that, because it is so important. It is so important to us. And we know that this is one of the few careers out there the few callings out there that you actually do have an opportunity to change the world. You may not see it in your lifetime, but the opportunity is there. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing all of this with us.